just in the first couple of days of practice, how have you kind of seen the communication improve, I guess, maybe just going back to from day one when you guys worked on defense that long?
Yeah, it's a work in progress, Andrew, to be quite honest. I mean, I would say it's an area that still needs a lot of work. I think our effort and energy have been tremendous. Our intensity has been good. We've been very unselfish. Guys have done everything asked of them and more. It's a great group. I love them. Probably the two areas that, you have everything. I mean, you're 4 days of camp, so you need work on everything. But the two areas where I think probably we haven't been as good would be that communication, and we're still turning the ball over way too much.
On the communication thing, as much as you guys can do it in practice, do you think it's something that once you get into a game, you can really see the specific points you need, or can you kind of still pick that up from what you guys do in practice?
Well, you know what? Here's the problem. One of the problems is me, I do a lot of talking in practice, and even in the sense of calling out coverages and calling out all the plays and directing traffic. And, we talked about it in the staff meeting today. I've got to stop doing that more and just communicate with the point guard and sort of force them to communicate with each other. I'm sort of creating a situation right now where they don't really have to communicate. It's already being communicated. So that's a fault of mine in terms of developing that with them, and we will try to change that tonight. We're going to try to we'll do a little work before, but we're going to try to full out scrimmage tonight. Try to get 3 quarters in if we can, maybe even all 4 quarters, regular clock, and try to communicate more game-like just with our point guards. Let them call plays defensively, know what we're in, talk to each other, that type of thing.
What's up, Coach? This is Will Guillory with The Athletic. Other than the communication, was there any other general takeaways from practice today? And what kind of progress have you guys made as far as getting everyone in the camp? I know you were still waiting on a few guys a couple of days ago.
Yeah, look, I mean, hey, we're early on and we got everything going on, between some minor injuries and guys trying to get visas and, things like that. I mean, we haven't had everybody together yet. I'm not sure when we will or if we will in camp, but you just keep pushing ahead, right? I mean, we can get better every day, even if everybody's not there. And at some point, you hope you'll have your whole group.
Hey, Stan, this is Christian Clark with NOLA.com. The roster that you have, there's not like a ton of guys on it who I guess you would classify as like true small forwards. What are just kind of your early thoughts on guarding and containing wings?
Yeah, look, I mean, we've got 2 guys I think you would say are small forwards in Brandon and Josh, who are, I think, pretty prototypical small forwards. Both of them are capable of playing more than one position. After that, we would probably end up going a little bit smaller a lot of times at the 3, either play 3 guards together because Lonzo has the size to be able to guard up. And then, Sindarius Thornwell, pretty tough guy, good defender, can help us there. Winion Gabriel, who's missed the last couple of days of practice, is a really long guy who we're trying to move back to that 3 spot, who would give us more size there. And then you adjust matchups too. I mean, maybe there's some times where, a guy like Zion at the 4 can guard the 3, and maybe your 3 can guard up on the 4, who's just a stretch shooter. We'll play that as it goes. But yeah, we don't have a lot of people at that spot, but I think we've got enough and good enough people.
Hey, Coach, this is Fletcher Mackel from NBC in New Orleans. Last year, I remember in the bubble, Alvin Gentry said that he wasn't sure how to use Nico Melli when the season started last year. I know that I'm probably getting way ahead of myself, but have you thought about how he'll be utilized, or is talking about rotations and minutes and who plays with whom, maybe putting the carriage before the horse right now?
Yeah, Fletcher, it's a great question because I think Melly is a guy who really, I can already see it out there, plus what I've seen on film. He can really help you function offensively. I think he'll shoot significantly better from the three-point line than he did a year ago. He's an incredibly smart guy, can pick things up really quickly. I think you can play him with Zion. You'd be a little smaller, maybe not have great rim protection. If you want to get more shooting on the floor around Zion and you don't want him to have to play strictly the five, he can certainly play with Steven and Jackson. I think he gives you some versatility there, but I think offensively, he's a guy who really understands how to play the game. I think he can be really helpful to us. As far as rotations and minutes and who plays with who, I'm not there yet. Not even close. I'm just trying to figure out who's at practice today, let alone who's going to play in the game. But I definitely think that Nico has got some skills and some smarts that'll really help us.
What's up, Coach? This is Will again from The Athletic. What have you thought so far, just about the Bledsoe Ball combination, how they're figuring each other out? And on a lighter note, I don't know if you heard the news about the NBA putting in the rule that coaches no longer have to wear sports jackets at games. Just how are you feeling about that?
The best development in NBA history. Okay, I mean, some people point to the shot clock, some people point to the three-point line. There has been no greater innovation than this change to the dress code. No greater innovation. It is now my favorite. Long time coming, and excited about it for sure. I mean, absolutely cannot wait. As far as Lonzo and Bled playing together, look, Lonzo had sore throat and stuff and missed the last 2 days. So, and this morning was more of a walkthrough. We're going to get our work in tonight. So as a matter of fact, they haven't played any 5-on-5 together. We did 4-on-4 the first day. So tonight will be their first possession. I shouldn't say that. Bled won't even be in there tonight. So Friday will be their first chance for them to play together 5-on-5, and then I can let you know. So, but they'll be fine because they're both really good players and they're both really smart players. And I think their skills complement each other really well. Lonzo's got the size, obviously, to guard multiple positions. Bled's a guy who's one of the best point guard defenders in the league. He can shoot the ball, but he's really a great penetrator. Lonzo's become an outstanding three-point shooter. So I think sometimes we can make a little too much of positions. I think they have skill sets that complement each other very, very well.
All right. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate your time.
Thanks.